most welcome to our YouTube channel English Up by Lakshmi. I'm very excited and I'm glad and after a long time I'm we are discussing with Pam ma'am and Pam ma'am. I'm wholeheartedly I'm very glad and welcome to our live stream for you YouTube channel. Thank you so much, ma'am. Again and again. Yeah, could you please introduce about yourself, ma'am?
Yeah, hi. My name is Pam and I'm from America. And thank you so much, Lakshmi, for having me on again. And it has been a while since we've talked.
Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. I missed a lot, and even I am also locked now because of my cold and fever. I'm not doing long
Hmm.
videos. Thank
Yep,
you so much, ma'am, to be a part of in my YouTube channel.
you're
Yes.
welcome.
Uh, Today we are going to discuss a very interesting and unique topic. No, why boys have no long hair and why particularly women have girls are maintaining long hair. What is the
Hmm.
difference? Why they are not maintaining and why girls are maintaining long hair? What is the differences?
Hmm.
What is the importance of long hair to girls and there is no importance of short hair to long hair to boys? Why? What is the reason?
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, just depending upon your culture, a lot of times, men are supposed to be, keep their beards nicely trimmed, their hair short and trimmed nicely. But excuse me. But with the girls, the women, it's kind of expected for the girl or the woman to have long hair because it's a sign of beauty. In many cultures, long hair is a sign of beauty. Now, over here though, women have their hair many different lengths. I mean, long hair, short hair, shoulder length hair, all gone hair. you know,
Exactly.
I mean, even some women actually choose to go ahead and shave their head and have a smooth, clean scalp and everything. Um,
Yeah.
I actually used to have short hair. You know, I mean, you wouldn't know it now because I have this. It's taken 3 years to get it this long. Actually, like yeah, this long. Um, but my hair used to be that short, maybe that
Yeah.
short on top, a little bit longer on top. But because it was easy to take care of, that's why I had short hair back then. But
Yeah.
when I got married, you know, my husband, most men, they like their women to have long hair. So I went ahead and started letting my hair grow. And just, over the first 4 years of our marriage, before we had our first child, actually it's 5 years, I let my hair grow. So actually my hair got pretty long.
Yeah.
Actually, it was longer than this back then. And, when I had my daughter, my first child, it's like, it was okay until she got to the age where little hands like to grab things. And then, of course, when you're holding your child, your baby, the first thing they're going to grab is your hair. And, and they don't know. They're grabbing and they're like pulling, It's like, so yeah. So then I'm like, all right, this is not going to work. So, I went from long hair, probably like about to the bottom of my shoulders, shoulder blades on the back. I cut it shoulder length. Still, same issue. I'm getting my hair grabbed. So I went ahead and went back to a short haircut like I used to. And honestly, when you got little kids, it was so much easier. I had hair that I could just wash it, towel dry it, and go. I didn't have to style it, nothing. And it was great, And then about 3.5 years ago, a friend of mine's like, "You should grow your hair out." I'm
Oh
like,
God.
why? Just because I'm a woman? It's like, well, you would look nice with long hair. So so I did.
Exactly.
I started letting it grow. I did get a trim after 6 months, and I think I've
Mm.
only done one other trim this whole time. And that was basically just to kind of get, the split ends and stuff off. That was about it, just to even things out.
Yeah.
And I don't plan to cut it. I plan on letting it just continue to grow. Even though it takes more time to
Yeah.
to do my
Exactly.
hair,
It,
having to
yeah. It,
to wash it, condition it, um, put product in it, because I can't go without putting something in my hair because of the hair type I have. I actually have very heavy coarse hair, but I have natural body in my hair, so it's a natural curl. Yeah, I have to. What's the matter, buddy?
Exactly,
Sorry,
exactly. Oh,
the
yeah.
dog's out here with me, so.
Yeah, yeah, no worries, ma'am. Like, ma'am, do you believe, like, do you think, it's a by God grace we got that, like a, it's a like no gift from God, or like, do you think about that? Do you believe that one?
Mm, I definitely think it is because now I do know there are people that have what is called alopecia, and alopecia is where they can't grow hair. There's no hair on their body, not on their arms, their face, nothing. And people like that, it's a condition, But yeah, I feel like we were given that, and it's our choice. I mean, we can cut our hair if we want, but usually our men don't like that when we cut our hair. So, but I have noticed more recently that men are starting to grow their hair out, their hair longer.
Exactly.
And some men look really, really nice with long hair, And then there's others that like at least pull it back, get it out of your face. It doesn't, it doesn't look right. I think sometimes just the type of hair the person has, it maybe just doesn't look right on them, and it doesn't look right for long hair. I actually have a friend. He's Punjabi, and
Mm-hmm.
his hair is very, very long. It's longer than mine. And his beard.
Okay.
He
Hmm.
showed me once. He's like, he starts. I'm like, what are you doing? And he unrolled his beard, and it's like, wow, that is really long. He's like, yeah. He goes, I'm not gonna cut it. I'm like, wow, like
Uh-huh.
but I never knew because he kept it rolled up and tucked under, and I never knew he had more than what he
Really?
was showing. And like, oh my goodness. I like, but that's really cool. But yeah, some guys just look really good with long hair. And guys that do have long hair usually take very good care of their hair, just like a woman does. They use different shampoo and different conditioner and different products in their hair to make sure that their hair is really good. There's actually a gentleman that I follow on TikTok. He's actually from, I
Okay.
think, Ireland or Scotland. He has really, really long hair, and like, and curly. It's curly too, and like, and he'll show like, this is what I do to my hair. And so I'm like, and I actually like comment and say, what do you use? How do you get your hair to do that? And he's like, oh well, this is what I use. It's like, oh, that's cool. Thanks so much for the information. He's like, no problem. He goes, ask me any other questions you want to anytime. I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's like
Um,
there are some guys that have just beautiful hair. I mean, guys normally you don't call beautiful, you call them handsome, but hair
handsome,
is
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, hair is beautiful though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. And there are some cultures that men are not supposed to cut their hair. So that's why they have long hair. But a lot of people now are choosing to go that route. And then you have what we refer as the man bun, where they pull it back and then they put it in a little bun, which looks a
Exactly,
little
exactly. Yeah,
odd.
like a
Yeah,
ponytail.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, okay, and sometimes that's okay. But yeah, so no, yeah, hair is kind of one of those things, depending on the culture that you're in, will depend on how a woman, specifically a woman's hair, is treated. Um, there is a community here that the women are never allowed to cut their hair. Never.
Exactly.
Um,
Okay.
and they have to braid it. I mean, all the time. I mean, their hair is so long that once they do have it all out, they wash it and everything. Well, then they have to braid everything, and then they put it up and keep it out of their face and everything. But yeah, they're not allowed to cut their hair because of the religion. But the
Exactly.
men keep their hair cut shorter, not super short, but shorter. But they grow their beards really long. So it's kind of the opposite. They grow their beards long, but the women have to
Exactly.
have their hair long.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
just
ma'am,
depends on
whenever
the
I'm
situation. Yeah, go ahead.
No, no, no. Sorry for the interruption. Just I want
Okay.
to share my experience. When I am studying degree at that time, like I observed a girl. She always cut her hair and she always wear jeans and shirt.
Mhm.
She always like look like she doesn't want to like grow her hair.
Yeah.
Always, whenever I watch her, whenever I saw her, she always like you wear that jeans shirt.
Mm.
She always
Mhm.
cut her hair like a boy.
Yeah.
She doesn't like grow her hair. She never
Yeah.
grow her hair.
Not and probably a lot of it is because she it was probably comfortable to her, and maybe she felt better that way, having her hair short. And plus it's a lifestyle thing. Some women don't want to have long hair because it's so much work. You really do have to do more when your hair is long. When your hair is short, you really you shampoo it, you condition
Yeah,
it, and you put product in it, and you're done.
exactly,
But with long hair, you shampoo, you condition, then you have to comb it all out. Then you have to put your product in, maybe two products. And then,
yeah, exactly,
whether you pull your hair back in a ponytail or you braid it or you just let it go like I do, yeah, you have a lot more time involved in this. And maybe for her, it was a time thing, that I don't want to, spend so much time on my hair. I have things I have to do. And as far as jeans and the shirt, they're comfortable.
exactly.
I love wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I mean, of course, my shirts are not like just t-shirts now. I actually wear better than t-shirts, but yeah, along, before that's what I would wear, t-shirt and jeans. And then just as I got older, then it was like, okay, well, my job is a little bit more professional, needing, so then I had to start dressing differently. I could still wear jeans, but I had to wear a nicer shirt. So it's like, so yeah, it's just depends on your comfort, the culture, and just kind of what your preferences are on what you wear.
Yeah. For instance, ma'am, like wearing jeans and shirts, like, no, do you like think, do you like to, like tie the knot, like, no, some just hair, you loosen your hair and tie your, like, no, hair with some, like, no, rubber band, something like that,
I mean, I do pull my hair back occasionally, but I actually prefer to wear it like this, just loose.
right?
Um, but there are some instances where I do like to pull it back, get it off of my neck, especially on a really hot day. Uh, Sometimes I might just put a headband on, and that at least gets it off the back of my neck, but still leaves it loose. I wish I could braid my hair better than what I do, but right now all I can do is put it in a ponytail and braid that. That's all I can do right now. But I would love
Yeah,
to have someone like braid my hair. I mean, like French braid or something like the whole thing. And I've thought about doing that. Of course, I have to pay for that because I'd have to go to a salon. But I've thought about at least doing that once. Let go and have somebody braid my hair really nicely. By the next day, though, after I sleep on it, it's ruined. Yeah, I got fuzzy hair everywhere. So,
exactly.
so yeah,
Yeah,
so it's really not worth my money, I guess, is what I would say. But yeah, I actually do pull it back occasionally, but I really actually prefer to wear it down like this. For me, it's more comfortable.
yeah. Nowadays, we have no like a differentiator people, like no even boys also like growing their hair. They're also
Mm-hmm.
making like a ponytail. They are like no
Uh
wearing that
huh.
ponytail,
Yeah,
something like
and they're
that.
braiding their hair too. Some, I mean, at least they're braiding the ponytail.
Yeah,
But yeah, they do. I mean, and it's not that they want to look feminine. That's not why, because most
yeah,
of the guys that I know that have long hair also have beards. They have a beard, they have
exactly.
a mustache, and so yeah, it. And some of the guys are really rocking the long hair. I mean, they're really looking good.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Most of them like singers. I observed like a lot of singers they grown their hair. Like they are
Mhm.
looking gorgeous, like
Oh yeah.
handsome in their like hairstyle.
Mhm.
Like
Oh yeah.
in like foreign countries like in India and almost all like a culture is same. Like there is no difference
Mhm.
between hair, growing hair.
Mhm.
What do you think about that, ma'am? Like in your
Uh,
like America, like in India. It's a common for everyone, like a growing hair for
Yeah,
women,
it,
like
it
for men.
yeah, it is. And for men, yeah, I see a lot more men here now, especially like younger men. Men in their like late 20s, early 30s are starting to like have their hair longer and everything, but usually before late 20s, so usually in their early 20s, they're still kind of like that, got that college haircut is what they're doing. And then about their late 20s, they start to feel like, oh man, I really want to change. And so that's one
Exactly.
thing they can change. And then, some of those guys, when they hit about 35, late 30s or their 40s, then they're like, yeah, well, I'm going to have to be professional again. So then they go back to a short haircut again. But there are a few guys I've seen that are like in their 40s with long hair, and they're looking really good too. Yeah. And some of them, especially if their hair is like black, if it was black when they were younger and now they've got that salt and pepper hair, wow, that's looking really good.
Even as a woman, they are just facing a lot of problems, like while taking a head bath and everything. Okay, how
Hmm.
they are facing, they are facing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're going to have the same amount of time put into their hair that we do, when it's long like that, because they have to take care of it just as much as we have to. So yeah, their bathroom time, their bathroom routine gets longer. And if they're like, say they have a girlfriend and they're going to go out for the night, and the girlfriend, let's say she has maybe shoulder length hair, not really long, but not short. And she's all done, she's already got her hair finished and everything. But her boyfriend has long hair and he's still in the bathroom getting ready. So now it's reversed because now it's the girl waiting on the guy. But, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, a guy is going to end up spending more time in the bathroom like we do with long hair. They're going to spend more time in there. And it's like,
Exactly.
are you ready? You're asking them. And it's like, no, I got to do my hair still. Whereas
How
before, when it's the guy waiting on the girl, and the girl's like, no, I'm not done with my hair. It's
how
reversing.
funny it is.
I know it is. Yeah, but it's still good
Exactly.
because they take care of their hair just like we do, and they're looking good with long hair. So
Yeah.
I'd say more power to them if they want to grow their hair and look amazing like that. More power to them.
Exactly, exactly. At the same time, compared to women, like boys, and can't grow their hair long time. They can't
Hmm.
stay, look like
Yeah,
that.
there are some that it doesn't grow very fast. Um,
Yeah.
and now, like, I actually just gave my youngest son,
Yeah.
a haircut the other day, and he's like,
Okay.
just take it off. I said, okay, so do you want it short, or do you want it to where there's like barely anything left? Because I can do that if you want. And so I had two guards on the trimmers, and so I picked the one that would leave more hair, because I'm like, well, I'd rather do this, and if he wants more off, then I can take more off. But if I take all of it off to begin with, and then he's like, well, this is too short, I can't put the hair back on. I don't have that capability to do that. But yeah, so I gave him a haircut, because I guess the last time he gave himself a haircut, and it didn't go so well. It was very uneven as it grew out. So I guess he was finally tired of messing with it. He's like, can you just cut my hair? I'm like, are you sure you don't want to go to somebody that actually knows how to do this? He goes, no, just do this. I'm like, he goes, do you have trimmers? I'm like, yeah. He goes, all right, you can do it. so,
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, so we sat in the house, and I'm like, taking his hair off and making sure it was all nice and neat and
Exactly.
everything. But I'm like, but yeah, but
Yeah.
his hair wasn't like very long. And then my other son, he actually likes to keep his fairly short. He likes to look nice and not trimmed, but put together, well put together. So he likes to dress nice without overdressing, and he likes to have his hair just right, just short but not too short. So yeah, but
Yeah, finally, as a woman, particularly, it's our God gift, like a gift, God gifted to us. We
mhm.
just tie the knot and we will lay the flowers.
Yeah,
Especially whenever we
So,
wear the sarees, at that time it's looking very beautiful.
oh yeah,
At that
definitely.
time, yeah, at that
Yeah.
time, hair is very important for every woman.
Hmm. Oh yeah, definitely it is. Because like I said, it's a sign of beauty. You know, and if you take care of your hair, it looks amazing. I mean, it looks healthy, um, and it just looks nice on a woman. I mean, but I also think short hair looks good too on a woman. Short hair can look good too, but some women just look amazing with long hair. They really do.
Yeah. Wantedly they wanna grow that hair, long
Hmm.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, this takes 3 years, and I'm still wanting to let it grow even more.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
It's easy to take a head bath and after
Hmm.
shower, dry up everything easy. If
Hmm.
you have long hair, it will take a long time. If you
It
wanna go
does.
like any urgent party at that time, it will take a long time.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Now
Yeah,
I don't blow dry my hair. I have a blow dryer, but I don't usually use it because that can damage your hair if you don't use it right. So I usually just like after I wash it really good and get it conditioned, I put some serum in my hair, and then I get it all nice and combed out and everything, and then I'll let it dry. It takes a couple of hours. So like,
yeah, yeah.
but even down in the bottom, even after 2 hours, it's still a little damp. I'm like, yeah. So then I sit out here and I'm like doing this with my hair to get it to dry. you know. Uh,
It will take 4 or 5 hours time.
at least, yeah, at least 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the longer the
exactly.
hair, the longer it's going to take.
Exactly. And ma'am, nowadays, people, almost all people they are applying henna, like mehendi,
Hmm.
something, like
Oh
their
yeah.
hair. It will
Hmm.
take a lot of time, like for applying, for like after taking bath and oh God,
Hmm.
everything, it will take a long time. There is also
Yeah.
some, like physiotherapist will give you like
Hmm.
long hair.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, it was a like so funny way of talking like about hair.
No, I think it's a really good conversation. Some people might think it's funny, but that's okay. Not everybody has to
Exactly.
like it. So, to each his own.
Okay, yeah, yeah, ma'am. Really, like, I'm glad, and it's what amazing, and after a long time, so it's a fun, like, a funny conversation between us.
Oh,
And
definitely.
thanks a
Yeah.
bunch, ma'am. Yeah,
You're
thanks
most
a bunch.
welcome.
Our time is 23 minutes. Otherwise, we will talk more and more.
Oh, I know. We definitely could just keep talking if we really wanted to.
Whenever we are talking, like we have no time. There is no time
Oh, I
limit for
know.
us.
Exactly. And it doesn't feel like it's been very long. It feels like
Yeah,
we've only talked for just a couple of minutes. So, yeah, definitely.
I want
Yeah, but I know you
conversation
have a
will be
cold.
nice, ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but I know you have a cold, and so I want you to definitely get better.
exactly, exactly. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, actually, I want to make it, like a daily conversation, ma'am. Maybe you're busy in your work. That is the reason. Just I don't
Yeah,
want to
it
disturb
has
you.
been a little busy the last week or two. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're
And
most welcome.
I hope like no, like they love our conversation. People love our conversation, and please like, share, like no, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell button for more amazing content like this one way content. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Much for watching, and I have a great day to
Okay.
you all. Stay home, stay home, stay safe. Have a great day to you all. Yeah, yeah. Bye,
Okay.
bye, bye,
All
ma'am.
right. Bye,
Thank you so
Lakshmi.
much.
All right.
Bye,
You're
bye. Have a
welcome.
great
Take
day.
care. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.